Here's the review for May 16th. We started out the day, I gave everybody a blank sheet of staff paper, and we just kind of wrote through all the parts of music that we learned, starting with the treble clef. Here's how I draw one. Don't really need to pick up your pencil at all, but just want to make sure that it's up, goes to the right first and down through the middle, and you can kind of use this middle line as a crossing point, something like that. So after that, we wrote the notes that we learned already, which was the note E, and the important thing to note was that it stays in between the lines, not something like that or that, but we want it to be right in between those lines. And the note F, that sits right on that top line, and same thing, nothing like that or like that. So, and another thing to note is that the stems of these notes are always going to be on the left side for what we've learned. Other than that, we wrote down some quarter rests, sort of like a 3 or a sideways M. And so we did a bunch of that, and then we learned one more note. And that note sits on top of the line, and that's the note G. So now we have 3 notes. Our first note, E, open E. Second note we learned was F, first fret, first finger, and now this new note G is going to be on the 3rd fret with our 3rd or ring finger. So we have E, F, and G. So make sure, like I had mentioned, to use the 3rd finger, nothing like this or anything like that, but always first fret, first finger, 3rd fret, 3rd finger, and you got to make sure you're pushing down hard, otherwise you're going to get that sort of buzzy sound, right? So it'll take some muscle and some getting used to, but that's what it is going to take to get a good sound. And I gave out this 3 worksheets, all using E, F, and G. Some of us played through these first couple lines, and the assignment was to play through as much of this as you can, but trying to get at least one line prepared to play in front of the class. So I would encourage you to, if you can play the whole sheet, if you can play it all every day, that would be great. The more you do it, the easier it's going to be, but for sure, one line of all the E, F, and G.